I am in the Adhesive Application Cobot Station project, demoing some of the latest capabilities. So, starting from the very beginning, we've added a new functionality to the Industrial Standards Finder. Let's go to local to see all of this. So when this loads, you'll see a new pop-up at the top that allows you to upload a file to auto-select items from here. So you can see I've already done this in a previous instance of this project. I uploaded an RFQ for this adhesive application cobot station, and it auto-selected that, hey, it's a risk assessment. This is being installed in the US generically. It is a material handling system. It's a robot in the general manufacturing segment, and it identified all of these standards, 12100, 13849, 10218, that are applicable, mapped out these activities that we have to perform, which it's going to turn into to-dos. So comprehensive risk assessment, safety relay control system design, control system validation, etc. And we now can guarantee a couple different things. So you can choose the type of compliance strategy that you want to generate. So instead of a general compliance strategy, you can tell it, hey, I want to build a checklist for a TOV field evaluation, or a similar one from Intertech or SICK, or something from OSHA. And you get a map of, for example, for the TOV field evaluation, all the canonical activities that always get performed within Saphira, like the gap analysis, the compliance roadmap, design and development, and then you also get some nice stuff like this implementation timeline down below. So it just for now filters down to this one thing, and it shows the timeline. Okay, so I'm going to skip the complete, but now that saves everything to to-do list. So you can see in this particular project, the to-do list is quite large. Let's refresh really quickly. And yeah, here we go. So you have all the canonical ones that come from the Robotic Standards Finder, like FCC regulations and risk assessment, but you also have everything that's now specific to the TOV checklist, the detailed implementation plan, initial assessment and planning, cross team, assigning roles, gap analysis, etc. You can always dig into these and map them to different activities within Saphira. And there's also the details. So the effort breakdown, this usually shows up a little bit later in the population. It's the whole Gantt chart. So that's one piece of what we accomplished today. Now let me catalog the rest. Okay, so to quickly show some fixes that show up in here, let's Okay, so one big one was we fixed up the data in NFPA 79, so it now works in gap analysis. So we have a nice gap analysis available for this particular project. You can see that right here. So I have to figure out why the results aren't showing up here, but it does show up in here. Oh, nice. Looks like it completed. Also, this is good information. Took like 5 hours or a couple hours. Interesting. 185. And then from there, the place we wrapped up. So some nice table values there. The place we wrapped up was we can go back to the asset library, and we're able to import all of these items. During the import, you can download the sample template and just plug it into ChatGPT or wherever else you'd like to translate these from, and you get anything else that's relevant, like the function, etc. But the piece that really matters is we can select those items from the import for the FMEA and say, okay, do an FMEA on the adhesive work cell, get all the details, and all of these are extracted from the HARA workflow I'll show you in a minute. And you get some nice, pretty comprehensive FMEA on the work cell. So the FMEA, the HARA, which is the other one we dig into, we just select. So actually, I start from scratch and then I upload. And now you can, if you refresh, you can select a project or some documents that have already been put in documents and populate Cobot adhesive work cell. You get this description, the interfaces, the tasks, the variability factors, and then by default that already generated the HARA as well. So all these like electric shock and arc related injuries, etc. And you have the safety functions that need to be put in place. So the key idea is that all of this gets built together into this full case that we can present of, hey, you use a chatbot, you get some of the information, use generators, you get some of it, and then you have a complete case.